So after shooting a few videos here outside my parents' house, one of the recurring comments that was coming in is how beautiful this is. It's like a jungle out here, and I can't deny that. Even now, like we're hearing all these birds, there's something always going on, but this is just where I grew up. This is just how it is. And so, yes, people acknowledge that just from this video that wasn't even about that. But that's in conjunction with a conversation we were having a little while ago, that fundamentally, my wife and I, my parents, I guess my sister as well, fundamentally opposed to cruises. So you feel the same way I do about cruises, but go ahead and explain.
Yes, I just, well, one thing about it is I don't know, I just haven't really been enticed on going on a cruise. My feeling of it would be that I would feel like I was stuck on a boat. And,
yeah, because you are.
I mean, I'm just like stuck on a boat, even if it's like a 3-day or a 5-day. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's not that I don't like going places. I'm fine. But then I'm also content staying home. I'm very content with staying home, and it's, you know, so I haven't ever felt really enticed on going. But people that go on cruises, this is a continual thing with both me and your daddy. I mean, different people that they go on a cruise. Oh, you need to go. You don't know what you're missing out on. So, and then it's just like, then you ask them, well, what is it? What? You know, there's all the food you can eat. I don't want to be in front of unlimited food for 5 days.
With not a whole lot you can do either.
I mean, you know, no, I mean, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. I mean, you know, so, oh my goodness. And
I think it's funny because I came here last night and you had, you know, quite a feast. You had the fresh cod from Newfoundland or whatever it was from, the grilled veggies, and then the fruit pizza that you made. And like, I ate too much of that. And like, that was strange for me to eat that much food. But on a boat, like,
endless supply, a buffet that's always out there.
And it's like, unless you're gonna go to the gym on the boat, but who wants to go to that? Like, no.
Oh, so it just never has been appealing. But it's just like the people that are going on these cruises, they're trying to convince us that that's what we need to do. We need to go on a cruise, and it's cheap. You can get a ticket now for this amount, and you can do this and do that. But I don't know, we're just sort of like, I guess we're just sort of the free bird type. When we went to Hawaii close to 2 years ago now, I liked the way it all panned out. We went ahead and we got our plane tickets, and we got our room, and we also got our rental car. So we were not tied to anyone. If we wanted to just go to the beach and just enjoy the beach for 2 or 3 hours, we could. We weren't on any time schedule, our time schedule. So if we wanted to go, if we wanted macadamia nuts, that's what we could do. I have heard, on the other hand, the ones that have gone to Hawaii and on a cruise, that they are limited. So when they go to Dole Plantation, they're just, what I'm hearing is like, well, I would like to have stayed longer. You know, we only got to stay this amount of time, because then you have to get back on the bus. And I think,
or you get left behind.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
And you're just stuck. So,
yes.
Stuck on a boat, or stuck somewhere with the boat leaving you, you know, honking at someone. And
yeah.
So it's like too much to eat, not really a whole lot enough to get the cardio going, and then you're just stuck. And then when you go into,
and you're looking through the window, you're looking at, if you have a window, I guess, I don't know if everyone has a window, but if you're looking through the window and you're looking at the water, okay, you look at the water.
But that's all you see. And then you go in your little bunker and you go to sleep. And then a lot of them have like the rail you can look off, but then you could also die, like, hey, whoa, and then you're dead and you're lost at sea. Like, now, I have never been on a cruise, but my wife has. She went to somewhere in the Caribbean one time, and she was the first person who tell me that this is what it's like for a cruise, that there are people who love it, and there are people who just can't appreciate it. I'm like, even
that's a good point right there. You either love it or
you can't appreciate it.
Yes.
It's like, even if I was given a free cruise, I'd still in my mind think, okay, well, I'm gonna have to take off days of work for this, and I may not like it. Whereas for me, if I'm gonna go on a vacation, well, for us, because my wife's from California, we know that at least 1 week every summer we're gonna be there, and at least we know what to expect. We're staying with family or whatever. But man, there's just so many things that could go wrong. And that's not even thinking worst case scenario, like, you know, if there's a flood or there's a storm. Not even thinking worst case. I'm thinking more like best case scenario. It just doesn't sound like it's my speed.
Yes.
So
yes.
ultimately, though, like you were saying, this is what started this video, is you were saying, why go on a cruise when this is where you live? You know? I mean, I guess not everybody can say that, but, you know, I didn't grow up in a place exotic, Fort Payne, Alabama. That's what you're seeing when you see me shoot these videos out here at my parents' house. Like, this is where I grew up. State park, canyon, waterfall, trails, like green, birds, crickets, everything's going on. But it's like, there's actually a Jason Mraz song, Starting to Rain. Let's go into the garage. What is before the rain hits? But there's a song by Jason Mraz, and he talks about how that when you, he says basically, there's no reason to go on vacation when there's nothing to escape from. And that's how I feel.
Oh, that's an excellent way of putting it.
Yeah, I think the song is called Live High, but yeah, there you go. But he talks about that, and that's, I think, really the lifestyle here. And maybe that's part of it, is if you don't already live a low-key lifestyle where everything's already beautiful, maybe you need to see something beautiful.
And I can understand that if someone did. Yes, I can totally understand that, because what, you know, what I'm hearing is like, well, okay, well, I don't know. I love home. I love Lookout Mountain. I love the trees, and I love everything about it. It's relaxing to me. When we get a Saturday, we call it a Saturday at home. We don't, you know, you don't always have like a Saturday where you're going to be at home, but we are content.
Yeah.
We were content. Those are the days when you're piddling, as the Southerners say. You're piddling and you're working on this, working on that. And maybe work a little bit outside, but you're just content and just enjoy it. The same with camping. I mean, to me, that, I know that's a whole nother.
Well, but like, this is camping where we grew up.
Yes.
With this,
yes.
Like, you're surrounded by a forest. You walk outside, it's like you're in the woods, because you are in the woods on the mountain. So, and you can go on a trail behind the house. So it's like, I guess when you're already living in a camping area, then why go to do something you're already doing?
Yes.
And the concept of the cruise, why go somewhere to see something beautiful on a boat and being stuck there when you can already be here? Or just get on a plane and go to Hawaii and rent a car and go spend as much time as you want to seeing things that you want to see.
Yes, and that's what it was for us, for your daddy and I. When we went, we got to do what we wanted to do. If we wanted to go get macadamia nuts, that's what we did. We went right to the farm, and we got the macadamia nuts, and we tasted all the different flavors of the nuts, and it was so much fun. We loved it, and we were on no time limit. We had our car, and Daddy could navigate us, and Daddy could drive.
Which is another thing about a cruise, is that you still have to get to the cruise, whether you're taking a flight to get to the cruise or driving hundreds of miles to get to where it's docking out or whatever. So it's like, man, if you're going to travel, just travel and stay put where you want to stay, like go to Hawaii or wherever it is you want to go.
Yes.
So clearly we're not cruise people.
Yes, we're not cruise people.
No one in our family is. And the only one that's actually been on a cruise is my wife, like out of all of us.
And I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
Jill had been on a cruise.
Yeah, but everything that seems stressful about it, you know, based on the way we think, is that, well, we don't want to sit around and just eat too much food.
No, I don't need that.
We don't want to be trapped with people that we might not like.
Yes.
We don't want to just, well, when we're not hanging out and looking at the water, then you just go into this cabin or whatever. And I understand there's entertainment on the boat and all that, but people have different modes of relaxing and entertainment, and it almost seems like forced entertainment, like mandatory fun, but
Yes, because you're going to have to find something. It's just like, ooh, where's home? I mean, you're home. You know, and like here, you know, oh, if we want to go hike a trail, I mean, it's just 2 miles down the road.
Yeah, this is Fort Payne, Alabama,
yes.
by the way. If you Google that, you'll see that, like, this it basically, it's state parks all around, so on top of a mountain. So,
but I don't feel like, I think a lot of people feel like we're missing something because we have never been on a cruise. I personally don't feel that way. I don't feel like we're missing. I don't feel like I've missed out not going on a cruise. In fact, the more times I see pictures of people going on the cruise, I'm seeing comments like, Oh, I can't wait to see land. I'm still on the water. It's just, and I'm just,
zombies.
I'm just thinking, that's it for sure. I don't want to go on a cruise. But everyone's trying to convince us that we need to go on a cruise.
So, and that's how it is with psychology, with people's identity. They want to transfer their identity over to you. Oh, you mean you haven't seen that show? You haven't seen that movie? You've never been on a cruise? That's important to them, that they convert you to the way they're thinking. But it's like, when you already know who you are and what you like, forget a cruise.
We don't want to go.
We don't want to go on. We don't want to be stuck on a boat.
No.
Then we don't want to get left behind on the boat.
No.
We could have just took a plane to the place we wanted to go to begin with.
We may want to eat 2 Dole Whips at Dole Plantation. Sometimes one isn't enough. Sometimes you need to take your time. You know, there's little shopping gift shops there too. It's wonderful.
So here's what I think to happen, as I'm already thinking about once I hit stop, is that once I upload this, I think it's probably going to invite people who defend cruises. So now let's see what happens in the comment section of the people who violently defend the right to cruise and how it's better.
But for all those people, if they want to go on the cruise,
we don't have a problem with
it.
That's their identity. That's
I'm
what
not
makes
trying
them
to talk
happy.
anyone into going on a cruise, going on a trip to Hawaii or any future trip that we're anticipating in the future, the New England states, and we're anticipating. But I'm not trying to talk anyone into that. I mean, you know, I love the beach. Like that kind of thing.
Just don't want to be stuck on a boat.
No,
So,
the water, and endless food. Oh my goodness, no. Food, but not endless.
so I think that's enough material to divide the world on this. So they can either say, hey, we agree with you, or I predict most people are going to disagree and defend cruises. So let's just sit back and watch it happen.
If you enjoy cruises, that's great. I'm happy for you. Just, I don't want to go, okay?
All right, comments right here.